welcome back to the Beamersite channel on this special Halloween 2020 edition. And in today's video, I'm going to be driving my brand new car, which I'm super excited about. This is a 1990 7 Series 735iL. It's the long wheelbase E32 7 Series BMW. And I just picked this up a few weeks ago after seeing it on Facebook Marketplace for sale. Now, I did buy it sight unseen, which was probably a huge mistake, considering once the car got here, I found out that the entire car has been kind of poorly repainted at some point in the car's life, and it does have a few spots of rust, both things the seller did not mention. Now, as I drive this around and I'm getting to know it today, I also found out that the heat only works on the driver's side half of the car, and there's no heat coming from the passenger side vents. So that's another one that I have to figure out. Also interesting to note is that the heated seat on the passenger side does not work, even though the seller said everything works. So when you buy a car sight unseen, you really don't know what you're gonna get. Shout out to Frank and his dad, anyway, the sellers of this car, for delivering it to me all the way from New York. They drove it down to the town in Fairfield County, Connecticut that I live in, and I really appreciate how flexible they were in helping me acquire this car. So in today's video, I'm just gonna kind of go over the car a little bit and show you guys what I've been up to, what kind of work I did on the car, and what it's like to drive one of these old boats. Now, this car I paid only $2,500 for. It was listed on Facebook Marketplace for, I believe, $3,500. The seller had for sale for about a week, and then they dropped the price down to $2,900. So I saw it for $2,900, I offered $2,500, and it was accepted. And that included delivery, which had the person who I bought the car from not delivered it, it would have cost about another $400 or $450 to have it delivered from upstate New York down here to Connecticut. So technically, if you include the free delivery or you subtract about $450, I really only paid about $2,000 or $2,100 for this car, which is a really good deal considering how clean it is. Now, this is the 735iL. It is the extra long wheelbase, meaning the rear passengers in the back have an amazing extra 4.5 inches of legroom. It also has a power rear seat, which I'll demonstrate for you in a minute. And another really cool option this car has, I'm not sure if you can see it in the picture here, but I have a manual rear sun blind for the back window, which is excellent for the baby and for kids. I also have an LSD. Factory LSD was optioned in this car, and I've only seen it in one or two other 735iLs that I was looking at around the internet available for sale. Most of them did not have an LSD, and I believe after 1990, all of these cars came standard with an open differential and active stability control. So this one down here on the center console, it does not have traction control, but you don't need traction control when you have an LSD, basically, and maybe some snow tires. Just look at how long this thing is. 4.5 inches longer than the 735i. This one has the factory CD player outfitted. This has a large toolkit. I believe the E34 has one of this size as well. Here's a look at the power rear seat, which I'll try to demonstrate here in a second. Alright, so the GoPro died, so we've switched over to my iPhone. Check out the power rear headrests here. Very cool. very space age-like. And what's interesting and pretty cool is that even this piece back here is completely wrapped with leather. Now, this early car had a manual rear sunshade in the back window as well. And they have these cool little storage compartments as well. It's also nice how the 1990 model had the black dashboard up top. I believe in 91 and through 94 they switched to tan. So if you had a nature or tan interior, the dashboard was completely tan as well. But I think the black looks better up top. Under the hood here is the 3.5 liter M30 inline 6. I believe it has around 208 horsepower, which is not too bad for the size of this car. Right here you can also see the Islandgrün metallic paint code. Another state-of-the-art feature for 1990 is the heated windshield. If you look closely here, you can see the heated elements that would heat up and make sure that the wipers didn't freeze to the windshield. This was also the first production car to have the HID, high intensity discharge lights. Now this car doesn't have that option, but it was the first production car to do so. As always, thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you found this interesting, please consider subscribing, hit that notification bell, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.